What's good, bro? So, Term 1 is finished, man. Term 1 is finished, and it's been a lot to take away from this term. First of all, very first thing is please follow a routine. That's the very first thing. Before you do anything else, just follow a routine, right? This helps set a basis for you throughout the day because when you're off your routine, you just start doing random. That's when you start doing the bad habits like really often. Really often, you know? You start getting those times where I feel like I could be doing something right now, but I don't have something set for myself, you know? So I'm gonna just start doing whatever it is that I can do right now. 9 times out of 10, that's that bad habit. Like, so you wanna set yourself out a routine in a way that you can do this routine every single day. A guy I was watching put it in a very nice way. It shouldn't be a feeling of, oh damn, this is a lot of work. It should be a feeling of, this is more work than usual. That way you can keep yourself consistent with how much work you can put between the day as well as how much work that you can do throughout the week. How many times a week you can follow this routine. Alright, that's the first thing. Very first thing. Routine. You can skip everything else. You can literally skip everything else and just follow a routine, a good routine. And everything else will start following with it. Right? Now, some things to add to in this routine is these 4 essentials, or a couple of essentials. Number 1, you need a morning sort of, not a ritual, but a morning routine in itself. This is first thing in the morning, you wake up, cold shower. Very first thing in the morning, you don't do anything else, cold shower. Get out the cold shower. So you're just gonna turn on the cold water all the way. Just get into walk into it and do 10 deep breaths. As soon as you get out the cold shower, you walk straight back into your room, and then you're gonna hit, bro. That's how you know I'm a gym, bro. Then you're gonna do a 5-minute session of gratitude journaling. Doesn't have to be exactly 5 minutes. You're just gonna sit down and write 10 things that you're grateful for and why that morning. Some mornings you might not have the time or the energy to say why. Always baseline standards is always give 10 things that you're grateful for that morning. And I know that you can do this because you have been doing this. It is something that's in your capabilities. Okay? Last thing in that morning routine is 5 minutes of seated meditation. Now, I've been following meditation in like my own way because I feel like I already know how to meditate. It's just, bro, follow your breath. But I think it would be very beneficial to follow someone else's meditation, to follow someone else's voice and someone else's sort of instruction throughout the meditation. So get a meditation app. A lot of people have been using an app called Medito. You can try that. You can also go on to have a saved video on your YouTube that you can play offline. That is a guided meditation session. Then you're just gonna get straight into your hardest task for the day. This is still your morning routine, by the way. Your hardest task for the day. So you've blocked out that first hour of your day, meaning you have to sleep an hour earlier if you need to, so you can wake up an hour earlier. So you can have that blocked out session for yourself. Like, it makes more sense to wake up an hour and 15 minutes earlier so that that first 10 minutes, that first 10-15 minutes, you have to yourself to do the morning routine itself. So you can take the cold shower, you can then the cold shower isn't a full shower. I like to take a full shower, because I'm not a pussy. But I like to take the full shower, do everything in the cold water. You don't have to. I recommend it though. Then you're gonna sit down and you would have planned the day before what task you're doing today. So you would have written down exactly, okay, I'm gonna practice question 3 on worksheet 3 in my X Factor, for example. This is the X Factor is a maths it's a maths textbook that has questions, and at the back it has answers. It's sort of like a test a textbook filled with test questions that helps you with that specific subject. What I could recommend for you, the reason why I have this academic tie, is because what I did was I had time throughout my afternoon where I did my actual study session, the mind mapping, the terminology, the asking questions. Is this how this is supposed to be? How else could I frame this? In school as well, I'm doing the exact same thing during class. I'm gonna get back to the morning routine. I'm just trying to explain to you how to get this good looking Taraja to match this good looking face. In class, you're sitting there thinking about the most important things that will help create a mind map. As teachers talking, for example, we're doing geography and they're teaching about weathering. As the teacher's talking, you're going to basically sit down and be like, okay, what is the most important thing? They bring up a new topic like erosion. Why is this important? Because erosion is a type of weathering. Why is this important? And then you start building up. Why is that important? How do these link? Blah blah blah. And over time, you're gonna have this mind map that's absolutely garbage. Now it might be decent, it might be cool, but this is not at all a good final product. Then you come back home. This is the part that takes discipline. You come back home, then you sit down and revise everything that you learned. Now, luckily, you did all the harder work in school. Obviously, the mind map is gonna have gaps. The things that wouldn't be written correctly, things like that. It's not a clean mind map, but you would have had a basis of what actually reflects the type of learning that goes on in your head, and that's put down as basically a mirror of what your mind is on paper. After you've revised that, the next morning, here's the trick: the next morning, this should only take an hour in your afternoon. It doesn't have to be anything too hectic, because you will be doing this every single day, something repeated. It's part of your routine every single day. That next morning, then what you do is you go over past exam papers, past test papers. So you would have had downloaded, for example, 20, maybe 30 papers. Then every morning you're gonna sit down. You could print them. It's gonna take a lot of paper and ink. You could print them. I like to keep it digitally so that because I don't have the luxury of being able to print. And that morning, you're just gonna do the questions, mark yourself, and see where you went wrong. It's gonna help you revise the quest. That's gonna help you revise even what you learned the previous day. Now going into the school day, then you're able to grasp the information better because you're not afraid to make a mistake. That's the very important thing. You're not afraid. This helps you. This teaches you to look forward to making the mistake, so that once you've made the mistake, it unsticks you from your current space, your current rut. The mistake is the best teacher at that point because it's a true reflection of what you're actually thinking, and then you can move on with your life. So that's your morning routine. After that, we have school. During school, this is also a pro tip. During school, during break time, oh, there's a lot I want to talk about. But during break time, pro tip, just do your homework for that day during your break time. Yeah, oh, I want to play with my friends, blah, blah, blah. You will get that time. You will get that time. Just do the homework so that when you come back home, you only have an hour of school left, basically. And that's not even an hour of school. That's an hour of you getting rid of the thing of, oh, damn, I have school. Then, after you've completed that whole, that's 9 hours of your life. That's crazy. That whole 9 hours, then it's like, on average, 2:30, no, not even 2:30, I lied to you, I apologize. It's like 3 o'clock. At 3, some of us have sports, that's cool. But at 3, if you don't have sports, you're going to the gym. You're putting on your shoes. You've written down exactly what workout you're doing that day, because I know you like the gym. You're heading straight to the gym. You're running to the gym. Likely you have a gym in your school. If not, that's tough. Take your bags, school bags, fill them with all your books, and head outside to your backyard, wherever it is, an open space. It has to be outside. If you can't go outside that day, either your garage or you're doing body weight so that you don't have to do anything too hectic. Ideally, you're outside, and during this workout, you're doing 6 sets, only 6 sets. This is purely for your testosterone. 6 sets of 3 sets of 6 reps. I'm trying to think back. 2 sets of 3 exercises. In total, you've done 6 sets. That's what I was trying to say in the beginning. So you're going to pick 3 exercises for the day. Push-ups, squats, weighted squats, pull-ups. Next day, dips, rows, lunges. Next day, see, you can accumulate this: shoulder press. I would say deadlift. I don't deadlift. Box jumps, things of that nature. Go research, do your own research specifically on exercises that you might like. Add this into your routine. Create a routine for your workouts. It's blocked out every single day from 3 until 4 o'clock. Non-negotiable. Always, every single day, you're going to do it. If you can't go outside, if you can't go to the gym, if you can't get into the garage, you're doing purely bodyweight exercises. Push-ups, sit-ups, Supermans. Push-ups, dips, rows, the ones where you on a table, uh, squats. That's it. There's your workout, and you're done for the day. Obviously, before your workout, you would have had some sort of protein. Nothing processed. Nothing processed. I like to have bacon and eggs. I usually have that after my workout. You can go if you're trying to maximize muscle during this time. If that's something that you're actually really, really into, go ahead and do the protein shake. Just, I'm telling you now, you won't be as focused for your schoolwork. You won't be as filled with testosterone as you usually are because of all the chemicals, the way it makes your body, the way it changes your thought processes, and the way you behave because of the way you think. After you're done working out, this is now 4 o'clock. So this is you're already done literally most of your day is already done like this. And you would have had an excellent day, I'm telling you. I'm gonna come back to what to do during school time. I'm just trying to finish out the routine and then I'm gonna, specify things. From 4 until 5, that's your learning time. So straight after you're done your workout, you're gonna go make yourself a protein meal. Like I said, I like to have 4 or 5 eggs and like 4 slices of bacon. Have that, make that with butter, steel pan, wooden spatula, or steel fork, whatever it is. No plastics, no processed things, no breads, none of that. Alright? Especially if because I know you are trying to do good in school. So nothing processed, no breads, no nothing like that. Alright? Once you're done with all that, you're gonna head to sit down in front of your computer, if you have a computer, in front of a laptop, whatever it is, maybe your phone. I actually don't really think you shouldn't be using your phone, especially for things like YouTube and stuff. It gets really intrusive. I've seen it gets really intrusive into your mind. If you're the type of person who's able to control how much you use your phone, that's okay. Go ahead and do that. Get some sort of learning tool for yourself for that hour. Ideally, in a perfect world, you're reading. Some people do better listening to watching a podcast, not listening to a podcast. You actually learn more watching the podcast. Teaches you also to focus. It's nothing edited. Nothing below 45 minutes. Nothing below 40 minutes. Just purely unedited content. You're gonna sit down in front of that. You're gonna take your hands off the phone, off the keyboard, off the mouse. You're gonna sit there, eat, and learn. And in your mind, as they're bringing up new things, you're gonna ask yourself, how could I use this? How does this look like in my day-to-day life? Oh, that's a different way to think about this. I was actually thinking about this issue, and he brought it up in a way that makes sense for me to go and try out now. Boom. Once you're done eating, so this is now 5 o'clock. Once you're done from 5 until 5:30, once you're done eating, you're gonna go straight into your mental health practice. There's a course that you should be taking right now, the Science of Wellbeing. From 5 until 5:30, just 30 minutes in your day, just 30 minutes. You're gonna go into that course, you're gonna do the next assignment and the next 30 minutes of that course. There are settings on the course that helps you track that time so that you're not spending too little time and you're not spending too much time that it becomes a bit overwhelming. It's as if you've done 15 sets in the gym and you just absolutely tired and just don't want to come back. You've pushed yourself all the way, like all the way, and you just don't want to come back, especially when you're first starting. It's important to make yourself consistent in that thing daily when you first start. We're not looking for gains, we're not looking for progress. We're looking for consistency in that thing. 30 minutes. Once you're done with that, it's 5:30. From 5:30 till 6:30, you're gonna turn everything off. Everything is turned off. And you're gonna go and sit down in front of your journal, a piece of paper, and a pen. You can turn on music. Oh, no, you can turn on music if you want. No lyrics, just beats. You're gonna turn on the music and you're gonna put it in your headphones, and you're gonna put your phone in the cupboard somewhere up top there, like hella far from yourself, in the next room even. You're not gonna switch up the playlist. So you would have had predetermined what this playlist is. You're gonna sit down and you're gonna journal. I have a couple of prompts here. Give me a second, let me get them for you. A few questions that you can ask yourself. Here. I don't know if you can see that. My handwriting. My handwriting. Alright. Number 1. Write this down, bro. What 20% of things get me the 80% of the results? What 20% of things get me the 80% of results? In the morning routine, as you can remember, we only did one task. That was the question papers. That one task got me a 90% in accounting. I'm about to go get my report just now and I'll show you. Oh crap, I gotta leave. Hold on, I'm gonna come back. No, I have to leave right now. Okay. Alright, bro. Let me go get my reports. Love you, bro. Mwah.